All right, let's do a quick recap. Let's do a quick recap for those who have just joined and you guys are like, "What the heck? What happened?" I see USC won, but how did they win? Well, I'm glad you asked. USC is a team that I did not expect to win this game. I came into this game expecting UConn to win. Uh, we saw at the first get go of this game, we saw USC punch UConn in the nose hard and repeatedly. It was all USC to start this game. Rhea Marshall started it off. JuJu Watkins got a 3-point shot. Kiki Ira-Finn was making jumpers. And it was all USC to start this game. This game starts off on a 9-0 run by USC. And it was sort of like, where is UConn? Where is Paige Bueckers? Where is Sarah Strong? Like, what is going on? And then Sarah Strong got fouled, made her free throws. And then, yes, UConn started to get in this game, but still, even after the first quarter, even after UConn starts to score, it was still USC in the driver's seat. At the end of the first quarter, it was USC 24, UConn only 15. We go into the second quarter. Again, we see UConn make some good moves, right? We see Morgan Shelley doing her thing. We see Sarah Strong doing her thing, right? We even seen Ashlyn Shade, who had a fantastic game a game ago. We saw her doing her thing as well. Still, wasn't enough because every single time UConn started to get on a roll, USC comes right back, right? Sarah Strong wants to score. Paige Bueckers wants to score. And then all of a sudden, Kiki Ira-Finn scores, right? Right? And so it was still a back and forth battle, right? At the end of the second quarter, we end up seeing UConn get some good looks, get some great opportunities, but still down 42-29 at the end of the second quarter, right? And it just kept going on and on and on from there. Now, guys, y'all are going crazy with these super chats. Wow, thank y'all. Oh my goodness. Woo. Rhonda, Iowa girl, thank you so much for the other super chat. Wow, I appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Says we already had tickets because we wanted to see a JuJu, and they were. I keep talking so slow. And they were $200, 10th row. Wow. Great deal now. Yes, that's a fantastic deal. That is hey, Rhonda, you are smart for getting the tickets when you did. You are very, very, very smart for doing that. $200 for the 10th row for that game where I am seeing tickets up top, tickets selling for $1,000. Well, on sale for $1,000, right? Wow. You are going to witness a fantastic game. Well, USC should, I think, pretty substantially beat Iowa. But you're gonna see a great halftime with them retiring Caitlin Jersey. That'll be cool. Jay, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, thank you, Quita. Great play-by-play. Muted the TV. Not the right outcome, but your insight is awesome. Keep up the good work. Well, Jay, I really do appreciate your support. Thank you. And that's a huge compliment. That is a huge, huge compliment that you literally that you muted the TV to listen to me. That's awesome. Thank you. I thank you for your support. And guys, we're gonna keep doing this play-by-play stuff. I am going to be going live as we hit sort of like the bigger national televised bigger network games. I will be going live for those. I won't be able to go live for all of them because I watch the games, but I'm not always at home and or in a position to actually go live for it. So I'll do as many as I can, but I really do appreciate you all for rocking with me. Officer Davis, I appreciate you so much. It gave a super sticker. It is a Shiba dog bowing respectively. I really do appreciate that. Really do appreciate that super sticker. I have been talking for a long time. I've been talking for 2 hours straight. And guys, for the WNBA, I usually have a a um, um, a halftime music that plays, right? I usually take a break for halftime, but today's game I did not take a break for halftime, and I am starting to feel it in my voice. So I will not be on for very much longer because yeah, my voice is kind of shot. But I do want to just recap the rest of the game, guys. Here's the thing. Yes, UConn was on the back foot for most of the game. They were, right? First quarter, terrible start. Second quarter, tried to get some momentum, but not enough. Third quarter, same exact thing. But one thing that we saw in the third quarter going into the fourth quarter, we saw Gino Auriemma make one of the biggest and best decisions of this game. And the thing that he did was he decided to not run two posts. The reason why UConn comes back in this game, the reason why they score, they go from 29 points at the beginning of the third quarter to 49 and making this be a 6-point game at the end of the third quarter. The reason why is because they took out Ice Brady and they did not replace Ice Brady with Janet El-Afi. No, they didn't do that. Right? What they did is they went small and they went fast. And that was a genius decision. To be honest with you, Gino should have went to that lineup way sooner. If he does, this is probably a different game. This is probably a different game, guys. USC likely does not win this game if Ice Brady started the game on the bench. Again, the lineup that got this team back in this game. The lineup. KK Arnold, Morgan Shelley, Paige Bueckers, Sarah Strong, and I'm missing somebody. Darn it, I'm missing somebody. And it was Ashlyn Shade. There we go. That was a lineup that got this team back to get in this game. That was the lineup. And if you can start off the game like that, it's a different game because they play much faster, they play much looser, and they can immediately make some stuff happen. Thank you so much, KB, for the super chat. Really do appreciate it so much. Says exactly the right outcome. Spot on about everything else though. LOL. I appreciate you, KB. Appreciate you. Fun fact, one of my favorite artists, his name is KB. K to the second letter. Anyway. Yeah, it really was a decision on Gino's part to abandon the two post lineup, and I think that has proven dividends in this game. Now, again, I think it's a little bit too little too late, and UConn still loses, but still, it really did help this team get back in this game, right? Now, here's the thing, guys. Paige Bueckers, slow start, really good ending for her. 22 points for Paige Bueckers. She got in foul trouble in this one. And I will say, a couple of those fouls that was called late in this game, I'm going to just keep it a buck. I call it how I see it. And so, there was a sequence of 2 fouls that really did benefit USC, right? One was, it was a foul on JuJu Watkins. I think it may have been Caitlin Chen who ended up getting the foul call on her. JuJu was going up for a shot at the nail. I didn't think Chen touched her, but they call a foul. And then they call a foul on the opposite end. They called a foul, an offensive foul on Paige Bueckers for setting the screen. Now, I absolutely can see that, that could be called as a offensive foul. However, it was a slight offensive foul. And I think when it's like moments like that, you don't call the foul. Like, you just don't. And I'm just like, come on, man. Because now I think what you do is you give people, the fans of the other team that the fouls were against, you give them a reason to be like, see, these refs did this XYZ. Get out of the way. Refs, get out of the way. Unless it's blatant, don't call it, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's what I would do. Now, if those fouls aren't called, does UConn win this game? No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. But I do think it gives the people who don't like USC a reason to be like, see, the refs cheated. The refs did this. Again, in my opinion, when it comes to late in a game, the referees should always stay out of the way. Always stay out of the way, referees. Always. But that's my opinion. Though. Anyway, I do want to talk about the player of the game because, in my opinion, the player of the game is not the player that ended up winning, right? In my opinion, the player of the game is Sarah Strong. Yes, her team lost. Yes. But Sarah Strong was crazy impressive in this game. Crazy impressive. Like, I continue to be like, man, this girl's a freshman, y'all. She a freshman. 22 points for Sarah Strong. Was pretty efficient, 8 of 15 from the field. 13 rebounds, 5 assists, ladies and gentlemen. She led her entire team in assists. It's crazy. Fantastic game for the freshman. But guys, I loved watching JuJu Watkins play today. I thought she was absolutely fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. JuJu Watkins, what does she do best? Big shots. Big shots. Momentum changing shots. And that's what she did in this game. 25 points for JuJu. She just, that's what she does. And guys, think about it this way. JuJu Watkins was in foul trouble in that first half. They ended up having, Lindsay Gottlieb ended up having to take JuJu Watkins off of Paige Bueckers because JuJu Watkins had 2 fouls, right? And so this could have been one of those situations where JuJu picks up that 3rd foul early and she's on the bench and her team loses. No. JuJu Watkins was able to finish the game with only 3 fouls. And the reason why they did that is because we saw they tried to keep, as much as possible, they tried to keep JuJu off of Paige. Now, JuJu had Paige's number, blocked her 2 times. And then she blocked, I forgot the other person that JuJu blocked. But JuJu finished the game with 3 blocks in this game. It was fantastic. JuJu Watkins is her. This is what she does. 25 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks, and only 3 fouls. Man, like this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I am talking about. And Kiki Ira Offin, yes, Kiki struggled in that first half. Kiki is a player who should be way more efficient at the rim than she was. However, in the first half, Kiki Ira-Offin was hitting those. She was hitting the mid-range jumpers, but she was not scoring in the paint. She wasn't. She was not scoring in the paint at all in the first half for Kiki Ira-Offin. Who was playing defense in the post against Kiki in the first half? It was Ice Brady. All right? And then the second half comes, Ice Brady on the bench. It is Sarah Strong, the freshman, versus Kiki Ira-Offin. Kiki scores in the post. She wasn't just relying on the mid-range jumpers in the second half. She actually did score in the paint. Now, is it good enough? No, but she did do a little bit more in the second half. I think it's because of Sarah Strong and her being a little bit, while I think her and I think Sarah and Ice are like the same height, I think, or maybe Sarah's a little bit shorter. But to me, there was a slight difference in their defense. Now, this is not me saying that Ice should have been out there. I don't think so. I think Gino made a good decision to have her on the bench in the second half, largely for the second half. But I do think that the reason why we saw Kiki score in the paint in that second half is because she was going against Sarah Strong. But anyway, ultimately Kiki Ira-Offin ends up with 16 points, 11 rebounds in this game. She kind of got better in the second half, but at the same time, she had a terrible first half. She has to work on finishing at the rim, because if you want to be the second pick in the draft, hey, you gotta finish. Okay, you gotta finish, and not just against a freshman. So that's my thoughts there. Anyway, USC gets the job done. And UConn gets got because, yes, they are the higher seed. So when the higher seed loses, they get got. Okay? Final score of this game is 72 USC, 70 UConn. I personally love this game. I thought this was fun. I thought this was absolutely fun. And this is what basketball is all about. This is what women's basketball is all about. It's about runs. It's about intensity, and ultimately, it is darn tootin' entertaining. I don't know why I just said darn tootin'. I just wanted to say it, so I said it. So anyway, I feel like I am a bit delirious because I've been talking for so long. I've been talking for literally almost 2.5 hours. I've been talking. So I really do appreciate y'all for still being here and still rocking with me. Thank you for rocking out with your girl. Again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to do that. What up, Kentucky? Thank you so much. Says 315 watching and 308 likes. Y'all are awesome. Yeah, y'all are absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And thank y'all for the 300 folks who are still rocking with me. This is kind of later of a stream, and I appreciate it. Chloe says your comment section is always wild. It is. Y'all be funny though. To all of the awesome people in the chat who be commenting. I appreciate y'all, because here's the thing. I do not get a chance to nearly talk about as many comments as I can during the stream. And so after the streams are over, after the video processes, then I'm able to see all the comments, and I go back and read through the chat and see what y'all got to say. So just because I don't acknowledge your comment in real time, I do go back and see it. So again, thank you to all the people who have put something in the chat. I will make sure to read that probably in like an hour or so. But anyway, guys, it is late. I have a fun announcement, guys. A fun announcement, guys. Tomorrow, I will be going to Notre Dame. So I will be at Notre Dame tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Notre Dame is playing. Women's basketball has a game tomorrow, and I am going to the game. So this should be really fun. South Bend, Indiana is not very far from Chicago, so I am taking the road trip on up to go. So that should be really fun. So yeah. Anyway, so y'all can expect hopefully live coverage. It depends on the signal in the gym, but y'all can expect coverage from there tomorrow. So yeah, I will see y'all very, very soon. Again, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I make content all about women's basketball, so if that is your thing, make sure to lock into this channel, okay? I will be your place for y'all to just rock out and have a fantastic time. Guys, I will see y'all in the next one. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.